There we go. So I am Jazzy Gems, and welcome to Spiritual Situations. So I do have a website. My website is myspiritualshit.com because I help people get their spiritual shit together. So by spiritual shit, I mean spiritual healing, inner transformation. Excuse me. Okay, so let's get it started. So as you come into the room, if you can please hit the like button. Okay, so hitting the like button is raising the algorithms. Also, there is a super chat that you can access. Um, so let's talk about the Magi Nation. What is the Magi Nation? So the Magi Nation are, first of all, magical people. Second of all, they are wise people because magic is wisdom. These are a wise, magical people. So if you read the biblical scripture, you will see that it talks about the stars of Giza, right? So it talks about these stars of Giza. And with these stars of Giza, we learned that our soul is a part of our soul is inside the stars. So therefore, that becomes a beacon of light, and you are connected to that beacon of light. So you are connected to the stars, literally. So that makes you a star. So that's why we call ourselves cosmic beings, because we are the stars and we have starlight. Remember, remember the cartoon Star Bright? Remember the cartoon Star Bright? Let me see if I got, let me see, let me see. That was one of my favorite cartoons when I was a little girl, Star Bright. And Star Bright, she actually would cast these rainbows of consciousness. And when she was cast these rainbows of consciousness, it was colorful, it was bright, it was Brazilian. It was her light radiating. It was her consciousness. It was her spectrum. So these became spectrums of consciousness, spectrums of light. So her horse name was Spirit, and she would ride on this horse named Spirit, and she would go to people that was suffering, people that was in despair, people that lost their way, people that needed help, people that was calling out for help, and she would hop on her horse named Spirit, and she would cast her light, which was her stars, which was her energy, which was her consciousness, and she would cast these rainbows. And see, she had these star kids, which was like the ancestors. And the ancestors was the creator of these lights, the creator of this consciousness. So they created this Brazilian light, this Brazilian consciousness, this cosmic light, this cosmic energy inside the energy. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes, so also, one of the things I do know about the stars is our ancestors, when they was enslaved, how did they get home? They navigated the stars. They actually navigated the stars to go home. So they had knowledge of the stars. They knew which one was the Big Dipper. They knew which one. So I did a live. I deleted them, but I'm cut y'all in on the live, okay? So I did the live called The Jungle Book, okay? So y'all remember The Jungle Book? Greetings, greetings, brethren. So I did a live called The Jungle Book, okay? Let me enlighten y'all on The Jungle Book. For those of y'all that never heard me talk about The Jungle Book. Okay, so I figured out how to put my little images up there. Okay, so in the Jungle Book starts off about this story about the man cub. And the man cub has to live amongst the animals in the jungle because the jungle is not only the Garden of Eden, but the jungle is paradise. The jungle is where you live at. The jungle is eternal, right? The jungle is where you are at, right? So we are the ancient Naga civilization, right? We are the ancient serpent people, right? The serpent represent that we shed skin from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. So that's the shedding of our skin, being the ancient serpent people. So if you go study the ancient Naga civilization, you will see that we are those ancient serpent people. Sambo, right? They call us Sambo, the ancient serpent people, the ancient Naga civilization, the Asiatic man. And we are also mound builders. So we built these effigy mounds. This mound right here is in Ohio. It's called the Serpent Mound. It's an effigy mound. It's a cosmic mound. So let me show you about this cosmic mound. This cosmic mound is in alignment with the stars. How I just showed you Sirius star system. So in the movie The Jungle Book, the teacher name is Baloo. That's the bear. The bear represents the major Ursula. So that is the teacher of the constellation, right? That's the big bear, the northern bear of the North Star, right? So our ancestors, when they were enslaved, they would look up at the sky and they would follow the North Star. Why? Because that was the bear, that was the teacher, that was Baloo. Y'all understand that Baloo is the bear and Baloo is the teacher. Greetings, Candace, greetings. And Baloo is the bear, and Baloo is the teacher of the constellation. So we will follow the bear where the North Star is at. And this is how we would navigate the stars through our consciousness to find our way back home. Okay, so also in the Jungle Book, you have Ka. Ka was the serpent that was telling the story about the Jungle Book. So Ka represents your DNA that's actually telling your story about your coming, your going, and how you evolved and what the jungle is and how it's eternal and how the jungle lives within you and how your ancestors lived in this jungle and how you live in this jungle and how your offspring will also live in this jungle, right? Okay, so this is Ka. So let me explain to y'all what the Ka is also. Okay, just to make everything. So the Ka also, oh, wait. Okay, so they don't, okay, wait a minute. The image is not what I thought. Okay. So in ancient Egypt, when you see this symbol, this represents the Ka. So this is the right to bear arms. This is your rights. This is your deeds and your actions. Because you have two arms, that's your Ka. So your Ka also is your character. Your Ka also is in the word karma. Okay? Your Ka also is the deeds that you do here on earth. So every deed that you do here on earth will be recorded. And your Ka never ever leaves the earth. So I do have some information about your Ka. Well, I thought I did. Okay. So I do know about telling you about Kanum. So I teach you about Kanum and how Kanum is the ancient deity. The Kanum is here in the middle. Kanum is an ancient deity that actually lives within your mother's womb. Now, Kanum creates you inside your mother's womb as a clay copy. And Kanum creates two copies of you. One of the copies is a physical copy, and the other copy is a carbon copy. So, your carbon copy is the shadow. Your shadow version of you, which is your Ka, which will never leave the earth. This is why they call it Planet Ka. Okay, this is why we got the Ka as the serpent energy. This is why we got the Ka as the two arms, right? The bare arms. This is why the Ka also has a constitution. So your spirit, which is your Ka, has a constitution. Okay? Um, so this is your this is Kanum. Kanum created two copies of you. And the two copies of you that Kanum created are the physical copy and the carbon copy, which is the Ka. So that gives you a Ka and a Ba. Ka and a Ba. A Ka and a Ba. Okay, and this right here is your two X chromosomes. Okay, so your two X chromosomes actually is Isis and Nephthys. These are deities that live within you. Now, Isis has the ability to shapeshift. So, Isis can come in the form of an X chromosome or a Y chromosome. So, she can actually mutate. So, when she comes in the form of a Y chromosome, this is how we create a man. Okay, so the woman can create woman or she could create man. Okay, so they call that parthenogenesis, right? Being able to create woman's or man, a woman or man. Greetings. Yes, so that's Kanum right there. Kanum horns is your mother's fallopian tubes. If you look on top of Kanum's head, Kanum has a moon on top of his head. The moon is also known as a ovum. So this ovum is here waiting to be fertilized by the father, right? So I do have some information about that. I think. Okay, there we go. There we go. So, so if you look here at YW YHWH, this is the Kabbalistic name which represents the four letters which represents the form of energy. Okay, so these are four letters. YHWH. But a lot of people pronounce these four letters YHWH as Yahweh. Okay? So this gets confused in the interpretation because you taking Hebrew language, which is a high frequency language, and that really don't have vowels in it, and then you putting vowels in it. Because this represents four letters that represent active forms of energy. So when you break down Yahweh, you break down the name, Yod means seed. The seed is the seed of life. It represents the Father and the creation and the impulse of life. Okay? So then we have the Hay, which designates the place on earth where the Yod is materialized. So you materialized inside of your mother, right? You have to be materialized inside your mother. That's why we call our mother Mother Earth, correct? Because we are maternalized inside of our mother. So we have the Y, which is the symbol of the sun. and the fruit of the yod, and the first hay, which is materialized, which is the creative power of the yod. And then we had the second hay, which means the end of the yod hay Y cycle, which is the beginning of a new cycle, right? Because this is an infinite cycle. So this cycle continues to go over 360 degrees like a circle, like your chakras, right? Because it's a life cycle. It's the circle of life. This is the wheels. This is the chariots. This is how life goes on. Because this is a life cycle. We understand that? Greetings, everybody. As you come in the room, can you hit the like button? Yes, gratitude. If you could hit the like button, gratitude. And if we could double tap the screen, hit the hearts. Yes, gratitude. Okay, okay. So, Yo-Hey, Wah-Hey is a life cycle. This is an active form of energy that forms through us. And these active forms of energy also are 72 levels of consciousness. So it's 72 angels. It's 72 names of God. 72 levels of consciousness. 7 plus 2 is what? 9. So this is 9 ether. Now they say the angels live in the ethers. The angels give etheric messages, right? So these are 9 etheric messages coming from the 9 ethers, right? Okay, okay. So these are coming from the 9 ethers, right? These are messages that come from the 9 ethers. So where is the 9 ethers at? It's in you, because the kingdom of heaven is in you. The life cycles is in you. The materialization is in you. The identification is in you. The 72 levels of consciousness is in you. The colors are in you. The rainbow is in you, because when God made a covenant with Noah, it was a rainbow that was established between God and Noah. That rainbow was a spectrum of consciousness. So Noah, if you look up his name, it means to rest. So Noah's Ark. When you was in Noah's Ark, you was inside your mother's womb because it was a flood, correct? No, really. You was inside your mother's womb because it was a flood. And when you was inside your mother's womb, you had to be protected inside the womb, in the firmament. Okay? Because you was inside the firmament. This is the Genesis, the creation story about your life. It tells you how you was a moon and you was waiting to be fertilized inside your mother's womb. I just showed you that, Canum, right? And then you was waiting to be fertilized by your father. And your father was the sun, because the sun represents knowledge. Because your father is the seed of intelligence. So when your father planted seed into your mother's fertile soil, which is the earth, this is how you began to germinate. This is how you began to grow, and you became a tree. You became a plant inside your mother's womb, inside the mother's garden, inside the Garden of Eden. You came out the Garden of Eden. So then when you came forth from the Garden of Eden, you was the serpent. I just showed you that. I just showed you that you was the serpent that came out the Garden of Eden, because that's Ka. That's the one that was telling the story about the Jungle Book, about how you came out the jungle, about how you came out the Garden of Eden. You understand that now? So you Mowgli, you came out the Garden of Eden. You came out the jungle. So you was the man cub. And you had to go live with wolves. So when you had to live with the wolves, you had to learn how to live amongst nature, amongst the biological kingdom, amongst the animal kingdom. So then you had to learn from the stars, which was Blue, which was the Northern Star, which was the Ursula. And then you had to learn who your guardian was, which was Bulgaria. Bulgaria was the panther. Okay, so that was your spirit. Your spirit was the cat, the nine ether, right? The nine ether we just talked about, the 72 levels of consciousness, right? That's your guide, right? That's your consciousness. That's your guide that leads you, that keep you protected. The panther, the cat, the lion, the cat people, the thundercats, right? Thunder cats, right? You know what I'm saying? So the Abyssinians, right? You know what I'm saying? The Ethiopians, right? You know, come on now. We know what's up. Okay. So in the jungle, you know, Mowgli he had an arch nemesis named, what was that tiger name, y'all? Um, I can't think of the tiger name. I can't think of the tiger name. Greetings, greetings. Hey, Kaya, what's the tiger name off the Jungle Book? What's the tiger name off the Jungle Book? I can't think of it. Somebody, anybody. I cannot think of the tiger name. I can't believe I can't think of his name. Shere Khan. Shere Khan. Okay, I got it. Shere Khan. Y'all, so Shere Khan was his arch enemy. Okay, his arch nemesis. Because you got to think Shere Khan had a run in with Mowgli's mama. Mowgli's mother and father. So he tasted his father's blood. So you know if somebody got it out for your father, they got it out for you because you made in your father's image. You your father's child. You your father's son. Right? So, you know in the Bible, when the Bible be like, your enemy is my enemy, when it say that God gonna protect you because God is the father and you are the son, right? So you get that? That you the son, you the man cub, right? Okay, so you the man cub that's living inside the jungle, and you got all these different animals that are your guides. They your ancestors, they your teachers, right? So these spiritual animals that keep you connected to the spiritual realm, right? Okay, so because it's a spiritual jungle. Okay, so you got Bulgaria, which is your guardian. You got Baloo, which is your teacher. You got Ka, which is your ancestral lineage. You got um Aquila, which is the head of the wolf people. Okay, because you run with the wolf, you eat with the wolf. Everything that you learn is from the wolf, right? Where's my water? Then you got the elephants. So the elephants are the guides of the jungle. The elephants actually, because they create the forest for the smaller animals. You know, when they walk through with them large tusks, they actually move trees out the way. You got to think chipmunks can't move trees, rabbits can't move trees. You know what I'm saying? It's smaller animals that live in the jungle because we got to live together. So some of us got big elephant spirits and we can move big things out the way for the smaller spirited animals. You got to think because everybody got a spiritual animal. If you need to be enlightened on spiritual animals, please make sure you go watch the Golden Compass. In the Golden Compass, they show you that these children have these animal spirits, and they call them daemons. And these animal spirits, actually, or what these children shapeshift, it tell you like what they spirit is. So say for instance, you want some low frequency stuff. Your spirit will shapeshift into like a weasel or something. Or, maybe you being sneaky, you might shapeshift into a snake. You know what I'm saying? But this is on the go encompass about the different animal spirits, right? Okay, so let me get some water. Hold on. Okay. Okay. My bad, y'all. Okay. So we talking about the wolf people. Okay, so I'ma tell you what happened to Mowgli. So Mowgli was doing fine until Shere Khan wanted some smoke with him. So when Shere Khan wanted smoke with Mowgli, Mowgli had to run and do what he had to do. So he ended up falling into this hole. And when he fell into the hole, the elephants, which are the ancestor spirits, came and got him out the hole. You got to think about it. How many times you been in the hole and the elephant spirits came and got you out the hole? Then was the ancestor spirits. You feel me? Because we all got a Shere Khan out here. We all got somebody that's at us for no. They was at our daddy. They was at our mama. They was at the ones that came before us. This generational. This been going on. So some of us gotta, sometimes you got a Shere Khan looking for you. Cause you the man cub. You know. And then everybody in the jungle know you in the jungle. Cause you the one that's gonna bring balance to the jungle. So you gotta think the monkey people knew that Mowgli was in the jungle, the man cub. So the monkey people, Baloo that Baloo taught Mowgli, don't mess with the monkey people because they don't got no law. They don't got no law in their heart. They don't live by the laws of the universe. They don't live by the laws of my. They don't keep the laws of the jungle. They don't live by the laws of my. They don't have no honor. You can't trust people like that. This is what Baloo teaching Mowgli. Because you gotta honor the laws of the jungle if you gonna live in the jungle. This is the Jungle Book. Because Mowgli knew the laws of the jungle. Greetings, welcome. But Mowgli knew the laws of the jungle. And Mowgli upheld the laws of the jungle. So, with Mowgli, okay, so the monkey people, they kidnapped Mowgli. Remember they kidnapped Mowgli? They kidnapped Mowgli because they wanted to live through him. They wanted to control him. They wanted to be him. They wanted his culture. They wanted his life. They wanted everything that he was. So they kidnapped him. And when they kidnapped him, you know, and Baloo and Bagheera went and got him back. Remember Baloo sung that song to him? The bare necessities, bare necessities, bare necessities. Because he was telling them all you need is bare necessities. You don't need all that. You need bare necessities. Keep it 100. Remember what I taught you. You don't trust them. They don't got no law. I don't care how much gold they got, how much glitter they got. I don't care what they got over there. You need bare necessities. But check this out. So remember Mowgli and the Bulgarian them sent him to go live with the humans because they was like, we got to keep him safe. Bagheera after him, the monkey people done kidnapped him. I don't know if we can keep him safe. They said we gonna go send him to live with his own kind. So they sent him to live with his own kind. They sent him to live with his own kind. So when he went to live with his own kind, they civilized Mowgli. They made Mowgli talk like them, walk like them, dress like them, act like them, do what they do as they do. So Mowgli became a part of society. Mowgli went to fit into society. Mowgli went to go live amongst society. And when Mowgli did that, Mowgli lost his connection to nature. Mowgli was disconnected from his roots. Mowgli left the jungle. Mowgli forgot about the jungle. So remember when he went to go live with the people, he started seeing that the people hunted the jungle. The people had no laws. The people was real similar to the monkey people. They had no laws in their heart. They didn't keep the laws of nature. Remember Mowgli was looking on the wild. He seen the elephant tusk. He seen the animals up on the wild. He even seen animals that he knew. So Mowgli felt some type of way and got up out of there and went back to the jungle. Only problem is because Mowgli started walking and talking and blending into civilization, nature no longer recognized Mowgli. So Mowgli went back to the wolf people. The wolf people was about to attack him because they didn't know who he was. He ain't smell the same. He ain't look the same. His DNA was different. It was altered, genetically modified. They had questions. They was like, who are you again? Why you walking like that? Why you talking like that? Who are you? I don't recognize you. Because you got to think the ancestors are nature. Ancestors are the wolf spirits. Remember when they first found Mowgli, they had to go to Akela, which was the head of the wolf people, which was the How Council, to ask could Mowgli stay in the jungle in the first place. That's How Council. Them the ancestors. That's who running stuff. Ain't the wolf associated with the moon? I'm just saying because I said the moon is how you got here because your mama is the moon and your daddy is the sun. And because you are a product of that, you are the universe. You are a star. You definitely are a star when your mama the moon and your daddy the sun. You definitely are. That mean they the mason. They the masters of the universe. He-Man, they got the power. I mean, that's what make you a Thundercat, right? Because your parents are He-Man and She-Ra, right? That's what make you a Thundercat. And this is not cartoons, this is reality. Because you got the power. You got the sword, which is the word of God, which is the defender of the faith, which is ancestral. Because the sword been in your genetics from generation to generation to generation to generation. Because the sword is the word, and the word is what? God. The word is God, right? The word is God. What is the word? Cosmic vibration. The word is ancient Israelite cosmology. The word is magical. Did you know that you speak Hebrew? You are the people that speak Hebrew. Hebrew is a magical language. Abracadabra, Ashe, Modibi. These are words of power. When you learn Hebrew, that's your original language. When you learn astrology, that's your original language. When you learn numerology, that's your original language. So you got to learn your original languages so you could reprogram yourself with your original language because you understood the alignment of the stars. You understood how to calculate. You was the Magi Nation. You understood that you could look up in the sky and do what is called astrological observation. Because Baloo was your teacher, Baloo mapped out the stars. Then you had the cat, which was the Orion, which was the Leo star. So you was, see, ain't that the Jungle Book? Looking up in the stars, being able to map out the heavens. Because in the heavens is all the animals. In the heavens is all the constellations. Let me show you something about the heavens. Because the name of this video is Magi Nation, let me show you something about the heavens. So this is Sirius Star. And this is where we come from. The Sirius Star system. This is the solar system where your soul comes from. Now your soul is attached to the stars. So when you start to study, greetings, when you start to study Gizas, look at the pyramids of Giza. The pyramids of Giza are in alignment with the stars, your soul. This is why the ancient Egyptians built mounds, temples, pyramids, the Sphinx. Remember the Sphinx on Thundercats? So, on Thundercats, when they wanted to go to a different dimension, they soul wanted to travel to another dimension, they had to go to the Sphinx. And they had to answer the riddles inside the Sphinx in order to transmit to another dimension, right? Do y'all remember that? They wanted to go to the third dimension, the fifth dimension, the sixth dimension. Whatever dimension they wanted to travel to, they had to go through the Sphinx. Do y'all remember that on Thundercats? So, you know, they made it animated for us so as a child. But let me show you that this is real deal spill. We was really doing this. We really Thundercats and we was really going to these Sphinx. Let me show you something. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. I deleted my picture of the Sphinx. But listen here. We built these different cosmic effigy mounds because these mounds were where we put our people at when they no longer were. We would bury our loved ones in these mounds. And these mounds was in alignment with the stars. And we buried them in alignment with the stars because we knew that they had to travel through the stars. We knew that they had to go through the Sphinx because the Sphinx is the oracle, right? The twin lions. So we had twin lions, the Sphinx. I just had the image on my phone, but for some odd strange reason, it's not, I can't see it here. But we was on TikTok earlier talking about this, right, y'all? We was talking about how Napoleon was here in America. He was shooting off the noses off all the Sphinx. He was destroying all the monuments in America. Then we thought about it. We was like, hold up, this missing a nose. Drop a 1 in the chat if you see that this missing a nose. If you could see this Sphinx missing a nose, because somebody damaged his nose. Somebody did something to his nose. Napoleon did something to the nose. Yeah, Napoleon definitely did something to the nose. So if Napoleon owned America before it was called America, it was called the Louisiana Purchase, right? Because Napoleon had to sell Louisiana to the British because he also had a revolutionary war going on in Hades because he owned Hades too, right? And the Haitians rose up against him in the Revolutionary War in 1800s. So he had to sell the Louisiana Purchase to the British, who owned the 13 colonies, right? That's all they owned was the 13 colonies, right? Because we was already here. And when they owned the 13 colonies, they enslaved us. And this is how we end up picking cotton in the 13 colonies. And this is how they end up turning them into states. And this is how they end up conquering our land and dividing it. Casting spells on the land, changing the name of the land. So therefore you and I can't identify it no more. Because we know America is Egypt. We know this to America. We know this the land of the Ka. We know where we at. We know this ancestral land. We know this is ancient Egypt, ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Assyria. All the names in the Bible, we know this is here. Because we geologic, what is the word? Geologically understand where we at. That's to understand your latitude and your longitude, right? Your latitude and your longitude is your bloodline, correct? Greetings, gratitude. Yes, but that's your bloodline, right? Your bloodline is to be able to understand your latitude and your longitude. So you have points of origins. You are a point of origin in your bloodline. That's where you at, the atlas. to be an Atlantean, to know where you at, your bloodline, your origins, your biological clock, where you start, where you know, where you at, what time is it? Your birth date is your time. Your astrological numbers is your time, because you a Magi. Now I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to put this up right quick and I'm going to tell you something, because I'm supposed to be sticking to the subject. Who found who found the Christ? The Magi. The Magi found the Christ. The wise men. The wise men and wise women found the Christ. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? The Magi Nation found the Christ consciousness. So these was the astrologers, the ones that was looking up at the stars. So these was the ones who had the connections with the ancestors that was inside the stars. These was the ones who was connected with the beam of lights to the stars. These was the ones that could travel at speeding lights like Thundercats, right? These people, right? This why they souls is in alignment with the stars, because they ancestral energy is in the stars. These cosmic beings, right? These are people who can see the heavens through their telescope, which is their third eye. Their third eye is their instrumental tool. This is ancient, sophisticated technology. Astrological observation. Being able to see through your third eye. Your third eye is also called your Uraeus. Your Uraeus is also gratitude, gratitude. Greetings, great gratitude. So your Uraeus is also called your sixth sense. So your sixth sense is your 33 degrees, right? Because your 33 degrees is being able to vibrate 33 degrees into your higher self. So that is the process of healing, climbing Jacob's ladder. Jacob ladder means to heal. So when you go through the vibration process and you go through raising your vibrations, you are actually accessing the heavens. So this is what the pharaohs wore on top of their crown, to represent that they were healing, because they were magical. See, your healing is your magic. Being able to have knowledge of herbs makes you magical. So that's making you Magi Nation, right? Because now you are magical with the herbal healing. Healing with gemstones, that's mineral deficiencies, right? So when you learn what mineral deficiencies these minerals can cure, you become magical. And you can heal your people with your magic, correct? When you learn how to heal the soul or how to heal the spirit with the knowledge, you can heal people's spirits, you can heal people's souls, and that make you magical, right? Because your knowledge is your magic. But if you take people knowledge from them, you take their magic from them. So do you understand that when we got unarmed, they took away our knowledge. They took away the knowledge of the soul. Because we no longer know how to connect to the stars, because this is astrology. But they gave us religion and told us not to connect to the stars. Greetings, greetings, state Christ, greetings. But our knowledge is our magic. And if we don't connect to our knowledge, then we can't connect to our magic. And the ancient Egyptians was magical people. They was magicians. The ancient Egyptians was healers. That's why they had a uraeus. That's why they had a serpent on top of their forehead, because they straightened out their kundalini energy. They understood their kundalini energy. They understood how to raise their vibration. They understood how to raise their 33 degrees to melt their psychological fears. They understood that. They was the ancient Kemites. They understood science. They understood scientific notation. They understood numerology. They understood how the earth was formed. That's why they studied astrology. They was the astrologers, because they understood formation. They understood that what go around come around. They understood when the sun set, it gotta rise again. They understood that the end of the cycle is just the beginning of another one. They understood that death was just a temporary interruption of life. They prepared for death. And they called it the afterlife. They prepared for the afterlife. They set themselves up with generational wealth. They left gold in their tombs. They left wealth in their tombs. They even left wills to the next generation. They passed knowledge to the next generation, because knowledge was wealth. Knowledge was magical. Knowledge was everything. And they passed it through the DNA. They passed it through the genetics. You understand that? They passed it through word of mouth, through wisdom, through wise sayings. They said everything that get wet gotta get dry. They say everything that go up gotta come down. They said every dog gonna have his day. Because the word is God. The word never leave the earth. The sayings never leave the earth. You gonna expire, but your words never will. Your words always gonna be here. What you taught somebody, what you said to somebody, always gonna be here. That's real spit. As we say in slang, that's real talk. Word. Word up. Remember we used to say that, y'all? Word up. Hey. I'm going to have to bring that back, because word up. Bird is the word. No, really, in the Bible, we read in the book of wisdom that the bird is the word. That the birds, when you hear the birds chirping in the morning, the birds are taking your words to the cosmos. So your words ringing out in the cosmos. Why? Because the bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird's the word. Then I found out too that bird brain is not even an insult because we do got bird brains because your B-A, is a bird. They got a human face. So your ba, which is the word, well, your ba, which is the bird, and the falcon, which is Ra, which is your brain. So it is, your bird really is a brain. Your brain is a bird. It really is. So you shouldn't even be offended if somebody call you a bird brain because your brain is a falcon that can fly, that can soar. But they say butterfly in the sky. Take a look. It's in a book. But if y'all can hear my voice is scratching, so I gotta get ready to rest it. But I wanted to get on the YouTube because I gotta get consistent with creating this content. So I will be very consistent with creating this content over here on YouTube. Yes, especially for people that's coming in. So I'm going to do some beginner friendly videos because I know we deep into this knowledge. Especially those of us coming from TikTok because y'all know how we get down over there. We deep into the knowledge over there. So I kind of got to speed it, slow it down a little bit, and create a couple beginner friendly videos so some people could get caught up. Because some people, you know, they don't really, we going in. We don't want to lose nobody. So, I got y'all. Okay, gratitude, gratitude. Yes, I will, gratitude. So, gratitude for y'all support. Gratitude for the memberships. Gratitude. I appreciate y'all. Sky, Kia, Garland, and Soul Session with us. Gratitude, gratitude. Gratitude, everybody, for tuning in. Gratitude for liking, sharing, commenting, showing up, all that. Appreciate every last one of y'all. Everybody is significant. Each one reach one, each one teach one. I'm Jazzy Gems. Yes. I know it's you, sister, youngest girl. Gratitude. Yes. So make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to y'all beautiful souls real soon. Yes, peace.